Hey friends, it's Liana George with By George Organizing Solutions. I hope you are having a great day today, and I am jumping on just last minute because I got an email message, or a Facebook message I should say, from a lady who wanted to know, how do I get started? And that is a great question, and I know so many people want to know, how do I get started? They think they have to have all the answers, they have to read all the books or the blog posts, and sometimes we make it more complicated than it needs to be. Sometimes we overthink things. I know I'm guilty of that. I overthink a lot of things. Just ask my husband. But maybe if we just simplified it a little bit, maybe we could find the answers we're looking for. So I want to give you just real quick an answer to her question, one way for you to figure out how to get started. And it's funny that she sent me this note because I had this written down on this little piece of paper for, I can't remember how long. I thought, well, I'll do something with it. And today I figured out why I wrote it down, because now I know what I'm doing with it. So in answer to the question, how do I get started? I want you to grab a piece of paper and I want you to grab a pencil, and I'll be happy to wait. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. And then once you've got that paper, we're going to answer a few questions. And I think by answering these questions, we're going to help you get started on the organizing journey. Can make it seem like it's not as hard as it really has to be. It's not. Okay, so you got your paper and your pencil? You ready? All right. It's not a quiz. It's not a test. There's no pass-fail on this, I promise. I just want you to answer these questions and write them down. Okay, are you ready? All right, number one. What are the three areas, or the top three? I'm sure you may have more than three, but what are the top three areas of your home that are the most disorganized and the most frustrating for you? Hey Rosie, how are you? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you, talked to you in a long time. So write down on that piece of paper that you have there in front of you, write down what are the top three areas that are the most disorganized and the most frustrating for you. Okay, write them down. Now, got those written down? Okay, my next question, we're funneling down here to help you, so just stay with me. Of those three you just wrote down, which one, I want you to circle or highlight or star, which one affects your daily life the most? Which one of those three? Because I think sometimes when we think we have to get organized, we think of the big spaces like the garage or the playroom or the closet, and it may not even affect our daily lives. So of those three you listed, those top three, which one affects your daily life most? And by figuring out which one affects your daily life most, it's going to make your life a lot simpler and a lot better. So it's going to improve that, okay? So here's another question I want you to think about. Of those top three that you listed first, which one is the least cluttered or the least disorganized? And put another star by that one. Okay, so we've got three. We want to know which one affects your daily life most, and which one is the least discluttered or disorganized. All right, now the last question I want to ask you is, of those three, which would take the least amount of time for you to work on them? Which one? So 1, 2, or 3. Which one would it be? And put a star or circle that one as well. Okay, so you have the answers written down. You've thought about which one affects your life, which one's the least disorganized, and which one could you do in the least amount of time. Now, of course, time is relative when we're trying to get organized, because it may take some people longer, it may take some people shorter amount of time. So time is a little bit relative. But looking back at that list, which one is starred the most? Which one of those did you star? Did you star the one that, is affected? Did it have the most stars maybe? Which one had the most stars? That's probably where you need to start, because it won't take you that much time, probably. It's not that cluttered, and it's going to affect your daily life. If you had one that falls into those three criteria, that's where you need to get started. And sometimes that's all we really need to know. Where do I get started? And then everything else will kind of fall into place. But it's just that barrier of not knowing where to go. So I hope that you will look and think about your spaces. Look around you. Don't look for the messiest to start there. That's not going to help you on your journey to get organized. Start with the smallest, the least amount of time, the least cluttered, and the one that will help you each and every day to get ready to get out the door, to enjoy your life, to enjoy your space, to enjoy the people in your space the most. And that's going to motivate you to move to those big, messy, scary places you've been avoiding for so long. So anyway, I hope that helps you a little bit. I hope that will help the reader that sent me a message. And hey, if you've got something you wanted me to talk about, this was very last minute, so it's a little bit rusty, but if you've got something you want me to ask me or have me talk about, like I did last week when I was on the beach, I'd love to hear from you guys. You can leave me a comment below the video. You can message me on Facebook. You can visit my website by George Organizing and leave me a question or email me some way. Just get in touch. I love hearing from you guys. I love getting messages, and I really do just want to help you guys out. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. Get you started and get you going, and I hope you have a great day. We'll talk later. Bye.